So in Texas today, two things can get you killed. If you're disabled and in a wheelchair and you have a penny and you could die. Now, this actually happened. There was this home where this disabled person was staying, borrowed a pen, behaved irrational. They called the cops and they showed up. And the cops alleged that he was kind of cornering them with his wheelchair and had a pen, so they used deadly force. And many bloggers are saying that, hey, there goes some cowards. Um, of course, somebody was telling me that, well, you have pens that are knives and that are lighters and various other things. So this is an imaginative and creative police. So you shot me that. And what has happened with sort of moving out of the way? What has happened with using pepper spray, as one of the bloggers said? What about using that taser? I mean, they just go for that gun and kill. But you know what? They were saying that in LA, guys have a tattoo on their arm who have killed. You see what I'm saying? So it's a badge of honor. So it's like he wants to kill somebody. Well, we have a lot of enemies. Bush had, declared Iraq an enemy and the Al Qaeda and them folks, but hey, you don't want to go there. No, that's too dangerous. So he wants to join the police force. By the way, some of these guys belong to some organizations, some secret organizations, some evil organizations that they get benefits. They might get up, might meet some big man, and get a position, get promoted, get money, this and that. But you know what? It comes down that they do a little bit of sacrifices. They offer a little pigeon, they offer a little dog, a little cat, and then eventually they end up with have to take human lives. They offer blood, which is the whole bottom line. They have to do the human life. Now, if you have a certain position, you could kill maybe 1 million humans, like in the Nazi campaign and World War I and II. And so I just don't know how to explain this here. They're going to go to court and, hey, they might do like some places where they'll exonerate and say, well, you don't know how, this man could have killed him with a wheelchair. Even in LA, the guy had a crowbar and was swinging it. I mean, there's so many of them. They could run and grab this guy. So, they say they're trained to use deadly force, and that's all they would use. When they pull a weapon, it's to kill you. See, it's unfortunate that this guy he really didn't understand that they were going to kill him. I don't know what he needed or whatever, but I've learned that you don't even say anything to these cops, man. Don't say anything to get them upset because they will shoot you. And they get in that rage and say, "Oh, he's behaving belligerent, and he's going in his bag and he's going in his waist." Bam! As long as they have that recorded, there's no witness. That's it. Um, what folks are realizing is this: that even though you're in a secret little location up in a mountain in a cave, and you talk with your partners, you know what? See them people over there, they have that little car. What we're gonna do is we're gonna, this and that, and we're gonna kill them and steal the car and so on. And then when the news breaks, say, this man was driving his car, doesn't we have to shoot him? God already know you were planning to kill the fella, take his car, and you just come with this. I mean, the court gonna be impressed, government will be impressed, but where it really matters, God is not gonna be impressed. So why try to impress the government and the court and the Congress? Understand that you can't impress God because they might say, "Oh, he's good," and exonerate you, but you have them flashbacks and you can't sleep at nights, and you have that guilt trip, and you end up smoking and killing your family and killing yourself. So there will always be people who don't have abilities and want to move up, and these are people that are gonna end up in these situations. The Bible says that what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? You might get big billions of dollars, get big, powerful, and this and that. One day you got to die, and in that week coming up to death, especially with after illness, you're saying, you know what, man, and they're so steep in this evil that they can't even reach out to God, but they know that there's something else out there. Death is coming up, but it's so hopeless. Like, they shoot me in the head so I could die without having to consider these alternatives. But, they having things locked up because they can't really respond. They've been so much in this evil and they've been practicing it so long that by the time they could come around to accept to somehow to come to a place where they could, start talking to God. It's open. And the devil who they're serving will not allow them to do things like that. You see, people like um, Deepak Chopra and others from and even Robin Gibbons and so on. These folks seem to be prospering with the evil to practice it. And especially, Chopra. Chopra's from India. There's no way he will ever change that stuff and become a Christian. There's absolutely no way. The devil could rest assured that he will stay with that, whatever he is in Hinduism or whatever. So he will look as if he's happy in that thing. But these folks in the West here, Michael Jackson, even this Robin Gibbons, the day is going to come when the devil going to snap him out real quick because, hey, you can do like Mike and say, this is it. I'm going back to my God or something like that. And you can't take the devil power and influence and riches and then expect that you're going to, keep all and go to God. I mean, I'm sure God would say, get back to Satan and stuff if you come with me. But sometimes want to hold on to that. Therefore, you can't really get with God. And you still expose yourself to the devil and come and bust your head and kill you. I see a guy, he's into stuff and he hardly wants to drive. You got people driving him around. Now, I don't want to drive him around anywhere because when it's time comes to go, some big truck and run into that vehicle he's in, I don't want to be in it, see? So he better drive himself, And as I said, some folks don't understand these Eastern cultures, man. They got some ancient evil stuff like, oh man. So let's put this thing. I'm not digressing. I'm just saying that sometimes these guys have to kill people because of other commitments they've made. They want protection, they want money, they want influence, they want all kinds of stuff. Which God gives that too, but they want. I'm not sure why they would choose Satan's stuff that God has similar or better. Oh, by the way, sometimes God has realized that some of these people, if they get rich, they might, end up, into a bad place. Start smoking everything, they'll find, get a private doctor, get themselves a proper false sleep and so on. And God won't give you kind of stuff like that. So they prefer that way, right? If you give it a wealth and you end up into more problems, you say, you know what? It's like at the end of life. Oh man, I have all these billions, but they can't give me life. They can't give me another month. They can't take these wrinkles off my face and give me eternal youth. I would pay all this trillions of dollars I have. Just wasting time. And then at the end, it's like in that couple hours before he dies, it's like he gave up. Say, the family take that money. And it's like he's going to the grave empty-handed, poor, without all that stuff that he really traded with them for. In fact, some of them even get killed by the family to get that money and whatever they have because they're holding on to it. See, so God may not give you that. He say, "Oh man, God, I need that money, but that money can destroy you." So these cops basically need to understand that you got to use some sense, and pen very unlikely to go through your bulletproof vest and kill you. If you push the eyes, you could dig out the eyes. But you don't protect yourself, man. Let's teach him some self-defense, but they just won't like that gun thing, man. Here's a coward with a gun. Here's a coward with a gun. He's gonna kill you, man.